Hello viewers and welcome to another exciting episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host Likanor Nangolo and today we are reporting to you from the waterfront here in Walvis Bay, where as per usual we bring you your latest news updates, weather tides, and today the Erongo Governor Neville Andre-Itope talks about the importance of local tourism and the role of the forum to ensure this industry develops and thrives. Now stay tuned, we'll be right back after the break. And now for your first story of the day, Legacy Hotels and Resorts announced the appointment of Rene Garni as the new general manager of its iconic Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center. Rene has more than 2 decades of hospitality experience and has worked with Legacy Hotels and Resorts at Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center for the past 14 years. Rene is a well-respected manager who has always led his team by example, which is what makes him a great GM. Born and raised in Namibia, Rene completed a 2-year hotel management diploma in Switzerland, followed by a management development program at a 4-star resort in the United States of America. He returned to Namibia to pursue his career, and his recent promotion to GM is a testament of his commitment and dedication to both his staff and guests alike. Now for our second story of the day, World Skills Namibia, a non-political member-based organization that promotes technical and vocational education and training skills excellence around the globe, encourages the youth to virtually participate in the World Youth Skills Day on Friday. In 2014, the United Nations General Assembly declared 15th of July as the World Youth Skills Day to celebrate the strategic importance of equipping young people with skills for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship. Since then, World Youth Skills Day events have provided a unique opportunity, strengthening the dialogue between young people, technical and vocational education and training institution firms, employers and workers, organization policymakers and development partners. Its observance has led to the ever-increasing recognition of the need for skilling and reskilling as the world is transitioning towards a sustainable model of development. This year's World Youth Skills Day takes place amidst the concerted efforts towards the COVID-19 and economic recovery and are intertwined with other challenges such as climate change, conflict, persisting poverty, rising inequality, rapid technology change, and demographic transition, and others. Now, if you want to read more on this or any of our other stories, you can check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. I repeat, www.erongo.com.na. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break.
Platz am Meer is a landmark on the coastline of Namibia, a home to quality shops and quality restaurants, a select variety of fashion and food retailers, as well as banks, not to mention the pier with 36 luxury apartments and entertainment for the whole family. Find us at corner of Tabarite and Albatross Street, Vineta North, Swakopmund. Call us on 064 462 242. Visit platzammeer.com.na or at Platz am Meer on Facebook. Platz am Meer, enhancing your coastal experience.
The Namibian government has prioritized tourism as one of the key economic sectors to address poverty, unemployment, community empowerment, and national economic development, as outlined in our national objectives. After 2 years of the COVID pandemic, people as well as our societies and economies have suffered enough. And surely we cannot afford for this to continue. We must rebuild and look to the future with hope and not with fear. I am delighted that we are finally here to witness the launch of the Erongo Regional Tourism Forum. The tourism sector is incredibly resilient. It is therefore my belief that tourism is everyone's business. It is only through collaborative approach and by working together that we will transform Namibia into the most competitive tourism destination in Africa. Erongo region offers some of the most spectacular and popular tourist destinations, as well as the variety of eco, wildlife, cultural, and adventure tourism opportunities. With all these natural and cultural endowments, and in line with the National Sustainable Tourism Growth and Development Strategy, we can make Erongo region and Namibia the most competitive destination in sub-Saharan Africa. Restaurants and events also form an important part in the hospitality sector. While tourism is always a source of foreign income, the bulk of the hospitality industry is supported by locals. I'm therefore urging our operators to attract our local tourists, of course, Namibian and Africa at large, to their facilities so that we also attract or cater for the local and the African market. But of course, also at the same time, I would want to urge residents and citizens of Erongo region and the country at large to also start visiting local tourist facilities before going outside the country. First, know your country and be appreciative of what you have in your country before going outside and also growing the local economy of our country. The COVID-19 pandemic was a learning curve to all of us, and we should start thinking about flexible ways to operate within any pandemic without disadvantaging the sector and the employment rate and not risking people's life at the same time. The main objective of the Tourism Forum is to oversee and coordinate regional tourism development, economic growth, equitable benefit distribution from tourism development and financial self-sustainability of the Regional Tourism Forum. And some of the factors or functions of the forum is to act as a platform for information sharing regarding tourism development and growth, identify and discuss challenges in impending tourism development in the region, advise the government and private sector on possible solutions to address challenges in order to develop and grow tourism in the region, and to develop, implement, and monitor a strategic action plan for the region. The forum will consist of 15 members from specific institutions. As we are moving forward with the Erongo Regional Tourism Forum, let us perform our duties with utmost professionalism, including all members of the sector, and do not leave one out, and so that we can grow the tourism in our region and also be happy to see that it is once again flourishing. With this word, I want to take the singular honor and pleasure to officially launch the Erongo Tourism Forum.
Choose your flex package with Paratus today. Sign up for ultra-fast fiber with the convenience of mobile LTE. That's 2 products in 1 bundle. It's new, it's 1 bill, and you can stay connected in more than 1 location.
For more information, visit paratus.africa/NA.
Always prepared. Paratus.
Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of Rowan's Reflections. My name is Rowan van Dijk. I'm a leadership trainer, an author, and a professional speaker. You know, a lot of times I get people that come up to me and say to me, especially friends and family and people I know closely, they say to me, so why do you train leadership? I mean, really, don't the people by now know how to lead? We have political leaders and all these leaders of organizations. Surely they know how to lead. That's the sad part, is the reason there are still people like myself and many others that train on leadership is that the current people who call themselves leaders are not leading. They are not applying the skills of leadership. In fact, they are managing. They think it's about power. They think it's about being in charge and about telling people what to do. You know, this thing of leadership started over 2,500 years ago. There was a Chinese philosopher called Lao Tzu. And Lao Tzu loosely said that a leader is at his best when the team achieves the objectives. They don't realize that the leader was actually there with them achieving the objectives. They think they did it on their own. He also compared leadership to water. So in other words, water, you will know, if you have like fountain, water runs down, doesn't run up. So it's about the leader leading the team and about the team leading the work. It's not all about the leader. It's also, water is also nourishing. It gives life. It sustains, it helps grow. And that's important with a leader. The role of a leader is to be there for the team, to have the team's back. Robert Greenleaf wrote a book about servant leadership, which doesn't mean that you're the slave to the team. It means that you have a servant heart, that your nature is a serving one. In other words, it's about providing resources, support, opportunities for the team to perform. Yeah, we don't always realize this, but the question has been asked before, and I asked the question as well many times, is how do you measure the success of your team? If you're a sales manager and you have a group of salespeople, how do you measure the success? Through the performance of each salesperson, them managing their targets, them making the sales calls that they're supposed to. Exactly. How do you measure the success of the leader, the sales manager? Through the performance of the team. Yeah, I love music, and in most of my talks I use music to explain how teams work and songs and that type of thing. And the one thing you must realize in a band, I've played in a band before. How a band works is the leader of the band, the conductor of the orchestra, doesn't play an instrument. So how does the leader turn the song into a hit record? They can't. The only way they can do it is by making the band work together. The band members with each of their separate skills, they are the ones that then eventually make the hit record. But the drummer cannot play keyboards on the drums. The keyboard cannot do vocals on the keyboard. So each person has their specific role that they play. The manager's role and the conductor's role is to keep them all together and to have them play in tune, to be aware of one another and each do the part that they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it. And then the band has a hit record. So the role of a leader is to lead, to inspire, to empower. It's not to be the most powerful person and to swing your scepter and expect everybody to jump at your beck and call. So when the leadership, current leadership, most of it, get to realize that it's not about them, it's actually about the team, then people will stop asking me the question, why do you have to do leadership training? Because then I won't be needed. I probably won't have a job anymore. But we'll have a much better world and much better leadership. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in one of the next episodes.
And now for your weather. Sunset at the coast will be at 33 minutes past 6 on Thursday. Sunrise will be at 42 minutes past 7 on Friday. Walvis Bay will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 21 on Thursday, and for Friday a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot southwest wind will prevail. Swakopmund will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 20 on Thursday, and for Friday a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot southwest wind will prevail. Henties Bay will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 19 on Thursday, and for Friday a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot south wind will prevail. Arandis will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 29 on Thursday, and for Friday a minimum of 16 and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot north wind will prevail. Usakos will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 28 on Thursday, and for Friday a minimum of 9 and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot east-northeasterly wind will prevail. Karibab will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 26 on Thursday, and for Friday a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot east-northeasterly wind will prevail. Omaruru will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 26 on Thursday, and for Friday a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. A 15 knot east-northeasterly wind will prevail. And that concludes your weather. Now, unfortunately, we have come to the end of our episode, but for more news, you can check out our website that's at www.erongo.com.na. You can also send us your news tips at newstipserongo.com.na, or you can also send us your story on our WhatsApp and our Telegram at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. Now, you can also check us our online channel, that's oneup2.com. Or you can follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Alternatively, you can check us out on DSTV channel 285 or on GoTV channel 94. Now, that was all for today's episode. Until next time, it's goodbye.